15th. Gonna try to do a speedy video for this week. So some of the early dolls are ripening. They're, I don't know, about the size of a small plum. I'm guessing that's going to be the size of them. They don't seem to get much bigger. I was hoping for a more of a medium-sized tomato, but you know, it is what it is. These, I'm guessing, by the look of them, these are midnight snacks. These are not even chocolate sprinkle, based on the color that they are turning. It's a little hard to tell. I still want to say they're chocolate sprinkle because they're more orange. Because if you look at these midnight snacks, they're turning deep purple and they're turning red-ish. Where this one definitely is a chocolate sprinkle, but these are more teardrops. So, you know, this is what happens when you mislabel stuff and you don't know what the heck you're growing, but it's a tomato anyways. So this is just jamming along really well. They're starting to turn color. These are actually pretty good size for being the smaller of the ones, because these are the slightly larger versions, but these are called Midnight Snack and these are Indigos. This, what I thought was a black creme, seems to be ripening. It doesn't seem to be heirloomy, so I don't know what it is. This one is marked as black creme and you can see the wrinkles, so this is more heirloomy. So you know what, I just don't know. This one's a little more wrinkly. It could be cross-pollination, but let's talk about grape tomatoes. They're going like gangbusters. They're starting to turn color. Some of them are ready to pick and eat. This Abe Lincoln, it's got, this one's splitting, so is that one. I mean, it's getting plenty of water. There's a tiny one down here. I mean, it looks more like a cherry tomato. But this plant didn't do well from the get-go, so I trimmed it correctly, and then it just put on a bunch of tomatoes and just kind of quit doing its thing. So I'm gonna have to get something in to replace this, because this thing's about done in a week or two. The big beef, I kind of didn't treat that one real well, and it was kind of runty. So I'm debating whether to string it up and let it go or put something in its place. I'm gonna step back a little bit because the jalapenos, if you can't tell, had just gone gangbusters. I've got strings up all over the place. I need to grab another string or two because the weight of them, everything's kind of tilting because there's just jalapenos everywhere. Depending how energetic I am, I might can some this weekend or wait till next weekend. The Aurora pepper is trying back there, but it is just, you know, it's been a runt since the get-go. I see a couple buds on there, so I guess I can't complain. Green peppers, we got one pepper trying in there, and there's some babies hanging out. Banana peppers going like bananas. So I'm trying to time when I pick these, when I do the jalapenos, so I can can them all at once. Scotch bonnet, it's got a lot of peppers in here. Nothing's changing color yet, and I'm a little afraid to see how spicy they are. We'll see. We already seen a chocolate sprinkle. This big beef is starting to blossom, but it's taking its sweet time. As we know, the midnight snack is going crazy and starting to ripen. The Indigos, a little bit behind, but they're doing well. I mean, the top is healthy. The trusses are doing their thing. The Tessa land currant is starting to take off. It needs a little trimming on the bottom. You can see it's kind of getting crowded and the leaves are getting yellow. I broke some of the branches as I was trying to get it tied up. That's just the nature of what happens and what it is. Trying to see where they were. There were some little baby tomatoes. I mean, they are so small. There you go. It's the size of a green pea, but that's kind of what they're supposed to be. So I'll do a little trimming here at the bottom. The sun gold, there's that truss at the bottom, no coloration yet. There's another one, another set starting down there. And there's another set starting in here. And there's some trying to start up here. So, and I have two suckers that I transplanted. That's what these two are. So one of these will probably take the place of that Abe Lincoln, and probably the other one in the place of that Big Beef. So that's just an even swap, and everything else in here. Once this one starts to go, figure a couple of weeks, I need to get something else cut, probably another grape tomato. I probably need to get a cutting off of this and get it started so it can be a replacement there. And I'm not sure what to do or how long these are going to produce once these early dolls ripen, and if they keep producing, or they're just going to be kind of done. So cucumbers are dying. Have no idea why. Both sets in the hydroponics, there's plenty of hydro in there. Those are all divas. Those are all divas. Two sets of divas in the dirt, and then two sets of Space Masters next to it. They're all doing like crap for whatever reason. The lemon cucumbers look nice and healthy and bushy, so I don't know what's going on there. The watermelon is just starting to go like crazy. The basil, I've already got some clippings going in the greenhouse, so there's the original two. The black carrot's doing really well. The atomic reds is only a couple. This Big Beef is starting to hit a little stride, but you know, it's not doing great. Rutabaga, just monstrous leaves. We had rain last night, so a lot of wind this weekend. Green onion's doing well. Dill is doing well. Cilantro, not doing well in the heat. It's flowering. I need to trim it back, but it's not doing all that great. Kind of a waste of money. Strawberries, so I hung a couple blank CDs and hoping to scare off whatever's been eating them. These radishes have been doing really well. No seeds yet on these. Corn is about 7 feet tall. It's so funny is this was all hanging high and tight 2 days ago, and then the wind and the rain. It's just growing a lot of leaf and not a lot of food, but there is one monster zucchini down here. It's probably about a foot long. Planted potatoes, and then the green beans are going pretty good. Then the other stuff is just doing its thing, nothing exciting back there. I mean, the bitter melons in the far back is like a jungle back there. And then the other tomatoes, they're trying to do their thing, but between the rain and the wind, I've got to get some more stakes in there. So other than that, don't ask me which one because they didn't label them. So one of these is a Fuji apple and one is a Honey Crisp. This one's doing nothing, so I gotta call Home Depot and say, give me my money back. Other than that, that's all I got for this week. I gotta get some, like I said, rain last night, so I gotta get the vinegar weed killer out and finish spraying this down, and that's it for the jungle for this week.